Imagine, if you will, the grand hall of the watchtower. High above Earth, a council of titans convenes. There sits the man of steel, radiating quiet strength. Beside him, the Dark Knight, a shadow of intellect. The Amazon princess, regal and fierce. Powers beyond mortal comprehension, discussing threats that span galaxies, decisions that affect billions. But then, a voice cuts through the cosmic weight, clear and sharp, not from a god, but from a man. "We can't just throw money at this problem, Clark," the voice might say, perhaps with a hint of exasperation, or punch it. "This is about people, not just statistics. It's about dignity, about systemic failures down on the ground." This is the voice of Oliver Queen, the Green Arrow, the Emerald Archer. Not a god, not an alien, not a magically imbued warrior, but a man with a bow, an unyielding sense of justice, and a fiery political conscience. He holds a truly unique and vital place in the storied history of the Justice League, one often understated, yet absolutely essential. He wasn't part of the original Magnificent Seven. He wasn't there at the very moment the League solidified its foundational purpose. Yet, Oliver Queen joined their ranks remarkably early, becoming one of its most pivotal non-founding members. His entry wasn't just about adding another hero to the roster. It was about adding a much-needed, often uncomfortable, perspective to an assembly of titans. Think about it. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Aquaman, Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern. These are beings of immense power, often dealing with threats on a scale that few could even comprehend. They soar through the cosmos, decipher alien languages, punch through mountains. Their view, by necessity, is often macro. They see the entire Earth, the entire galaxy. But Oliver Queen? He saw the street. He saw the individual. He knew the grime, the desperation, the systemic injustices that the superpowered often overlooked because they were too busy saving the world from collapsing. This was Green Arrow's superpower, his profound connection to the common person. His heroism wasn't born of a distant planet or a mystical artifact. It was forged in the crucible of real-world suffering and a deep-seated desire to rectify it. He brought to the League a street-level perspective, grounding their cosmic battles in the lived realities of humanity. While his teammates might focus on stopping an alien invasion, Oliver would be asking, but what about the refugee crisis it's creating? What about the economic fallout? Who's looking out for the people who just lost everything, not to the alien, to the system that failed them afterwards? He was, without exaggeration, the team's moral compass, albeit one that often pointed in uncomfortable directions. Oliver was famously unafraid to challenge the decisions or even the underlying philosophies of titans like Superman and Batman. He saw their immense power and, while respecting it, never hesitated to hold them accountable for how it was wielded. He questioned their methods, their occasional detachment, their quiet endorsements of the status quo when he believed it was unjust. It wasn't uncommon for a League meeting to be punctuated by Oliver's impassioned arguments. He'd push back against the greater good if it meant trampling on individual rights, or stand firm against a purely pragmatic solution if it lacked compassion. Justice isn't just about what's legal, he might argue, his voice resonating with conviction. It's about what's right. And sometimes what's right is far more complicated than punching the bad guy. This wasn't dissent for its own sake. It was a deeply felt conviction that the League, in its immense power, had an even greater responsibility to the vulnerable, to the voiceless. His presence ensured the League never forgot the common person. He was the vital reminder that even amidst cosmic battles against interstellar threats, the core of their mission was to protect the people. Not just from supervillains, but from poverty, from injustice, from oppression. He grounded their awe-inspiring powers with a passionate defense of social justice, proving time and again that that heroism isn't solely about the scale of one's power or the grandeur of their feats, but about the unwavering commitment to fighting for people, for their rights, for their inherent dignity. Oliver Queen, the Emerald Archer, reminds us that courage isn't just physical. It's also the courage to speak truth to power, even when that power belongs to your friends. It's the courage to be the conscience of the room, even if it makes you unpopular. He was the heart of the Justice League, beating for the ordinary citizen, ensuring that even the most powerful beings in the universe remembered their fundamental purpose: to serve humanity in all its messy, complex, and often overlooked struggles. He taught them, and us, that the truest heroism often lies not in the mightiest punch, but in the most compassionate stand. Sound of ambient underscore slowly fades out. What are your thoughts on Green Arrow's unique role within the Justice League? Do you agree that his street-level perspective was invaluable? Who else do you think brings such a vital, grounding influence to the world's greatest superhero team? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this reflection, please consider subscribing for more stories of heroism and humanity.